On our path to success, many of us have been running from one deadline to the next, focused on growing ourselves, our families, our businesses, and frankly, not having time to really reflect on what matters most and what brings us joy. To help us understand this phase of our life, I came up with a framework looking at life in 3 phases. 1.0 is when we get our sense of identity. Are we the athlete, the introvert? Maybe we're the funny guy, the musician. Then we go to the phase of responsibility. That's when we put our head down in our studies, we begin our careers, we grow our families, and we're really thinking about all the things we have to do. And we start to think about what's next, life 3.0, which is the phase of freedom. In the 3.0 phase, we think about that bucket list trip to Bali. We think about that guitar class we always wanted to take, or maybe the book we wanted to write. We think about rekindling with friends and with our loved ones. And we think maybe about our spiritual purpose, and we think about what's next, what could be exciting. There's that adventurer in me, that artist in me who's waiting to emerge. We also take the time to really think about our purpose in this next chapter of our life. We're calling it our inspired life purpose. And what we do is we think about our natural innate gifts, the skills that we acquired through our education and our work experience, our greatest passions, and what we think the world needs most. And then we blend these 4 circles together and we brainstorm as a group, imagining how we could take our gifts and our skills and our passions and bring them into the world in a brand new way. With the help of MEA, the world's first midlife wisdom school, I have curated a team of world-class resources to help us navigate this important journey. Chip Conley worked with us to reframe midlife as a time for exploration and expansion.
The 3 things we talked about were the anatomy of a transition, how to have a growth mindset in life, and learning to love midlife.
Dr. Elizabeth Lombardo helped us to minimize our negative emotions and rewire our brains for growth and renewed connections with our loved ones and with ourselves.
We decoded why you do what you do, and then we recoded your past, right? We took that experience from the past that continues to impact you in a not so great way, and we recoded it so that you could get the wisdom that you needed to move forward.
With instruction from world champion surfer Shaun Tomson, we learned about the power of purpose, and we wrote our own I will declaration statements. I will love myself. I will remember to smile. I will prioritize play.
Find your purpose, find your power, find your path.
Our nights were filled with music, dancing, a sound bath recharge, and bonfires on the beach. We toured a regenerative farm and pondered how we could add more regeneration into our lives. We took walks on the beach, enjoyed yoga and meditation next to the waves. We savored incredible meals, all of this with a constant display of whales breaching in the distance and rays jumping out through the water. And now, in this second half of life, we go from being fueled by our ego to being fueled by our soul. We have the opportunity to do a midlife edit, to let go of those aspects of ourselves that aren't serving us anymore, and to think about what truly will ignite us into being the happiest, most fulfilled version of ourselves.
To have such an amazing group of people come here and open up their hearts, open up their minds, open up their souls to discover what's inside of them, where they're going, and what's next in their 3.0.
The thing that I got the most of it and reminded me that I love me and that I deserve much love from me and from others around.
I'm gonna cry.
I build these programs to create a positive impact in people's lives, and I truly want to invite others to join us on this journey. So I hope you'll join us here in beautiful Baja and come down and reimagine what life can look like in your Life 3.0 journey.